Hey guys, it's Clint again, and we got to talk about Diamond distribution because now this is the last attempt. This is now the death throes, the desperation that they're going through to try and save their business, because the decline of the comic book industry, I really believe, is going to hit Diamond so hard. Because honestly, a lot of the reasons why it's dying is some of their fault. Before we get into that, though, I just want to remind you that I'm writing this comic book called Downcast. If you haven't seen this, this is the variant cover. It's just black and white right now. I sent it off to the colorist, and I am really excited to show you because I'm really excited about this colorist. So I'll show it to you as soon as I get it. You'll be the first to know, trust me. But if you're interested in this and special deals for the Indiegogo, you're going to have to go down to the comment section below and sign up for my mailing list. It helps me out, it helps you out, and I promise not to spam you. Okay, so Diamond launches comic shop locator service with new mobile-friendly design. This is important because they're trying to do something with comic shops. Now, first off, before we get into this, why is it that I'm finding this out on the Anime News Network and not, a site like Bleeding Cool? I know that they are garbage tier, but seriously, this was at this moment that I'm recording this. This is the only news source for this. You'd think that comic news outlets would be all over it. So thank you, Anime News Network. I appreciate that. Okay, so Diamond has upgraded the comic shop locator website with a new mobile-friendly design and a focus on comic shops and fan-friendly places to visit. Now, I'll tell you, we're going to look at it in a minute. We're going to look at this comicshoplocator.com, and you tell me how much of an improvement this is. I would argue that it's not much of an improvement at all, but that's beside the point. Now, they're doing this kind of thing not because mobile devices are new or anything like that. It's because they're stuck in the 90s and they can't keep up with the decline in the market, the decline in sales. So this feels like a little, too late. And you got to do more than just create a website. There's this mindset that you can just, if you build it, they will come. That's not real. That's not how real business works. You got to find the market and promote to that market. What they're not doing is finding the market. They're just milking whatever is left of the market. They're not trying to expand it or anything else. Okay, it continues here. The long-term success of comic book specialty stores lies with getting more people to visit, said Dan Manser, Diamond's director of marketing. See, you'll notice he said long-term success. They know that there's something going down. I mean, how could they not, right? But they're minimizing, I guess, in their language, how big of a problem it is. And so they want people to find their comic book shops. Now, I'll say, I love comic book shops. I love, I wish that they were everywhere. I really do. The problem is, though, I feel like a lot of people feel like fixing the comic book industry, all you have to do is fix comic book stores, and that'll fix the comic book industry. That is ignorant of just the reality of the world that we live in now. The internet has changed everything. So while I still want comic book stores to be there, I think Diamond should be doing things to support local comic book shops. I also think Diamond really needs to try and expand the market. They should be distributing to grocery stores and other places. Would that be bad for your local comic book shop? Maybe. I don't know. I want comic book shops to stay in business. But overall, the whole market is suffering because they're not getting there. You're not getting to new fans. And I will tell you, you can't put everything in a grocery store or Walmart, but you can put something there. You can get people interested. You can, get new readers access, have something there. And inevitably, when people want something really specific, then now they're interested in going to a comic book store. But you need that first line of just exposure to comics. He continues, our hope is that comicshoplocator.com can help promote comic book shops to more people so they can find a shop that caters to their needs. Now, here's the thing here. Their hope is that this website can help promote comic book shops to more people. It's not promoting comic book shops to people. It's just a place. It's a website that's there. You've got to promote the website then. You've got to get it to people. You can't just build it and then they will come. The new mobile-friendly site features an easier-to-use search function, a comic shop event calendar, comic shop spotlights, and information on weekly releases at comic book shops. Okay, who cares? if you find your comic book shop, hopefully they're doing that same kind of thing. I mean, it's fine that they have releases. That's fine, but this is not, if you think this is going to change anything, this is definitely too little, too late. Much too little, much too late. The new website builds upon the success of the comic shop locator service, which since 1996, what I just say, they were stuck in the 90s, has directed over 6 million customers searching for comics and other merchandise to comic book specialty shops throughout North America and worldwide. Publishers and manufacturers who support the comic book specialty market routinely features the CSLS logo and website in books, on packaging, and on their website. So that is how they plan on getting people to go there. The thing is here, this is backward. You're promoting the website. Here's the website. You're promoting the website on your boxes and books and stuff. If people are getting your boxes and books, why do they care about this site? They can figure it out themselves. It continues, the site is maintained and funded by Diamond and comic book specialty shops. Retailers interested in having their store listed on the comic shop locator service should contact their Diamond retailer service representatives. Comic shop locator profiles are maintained by retailers, yada 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 yada. Okay, so that's the end. Oh, they got a lot of ads here. That's the end of the article. Wow, a lot of white space. Okay, so here it is. This is the new and improved. This is what Diamond is. This is their plan. This is what's going to solve it. They have the app. Here's the other thing. Okay, let's say you download the app. It's on your phone now. You've got an app. You find your comic book shop. Now you know where your comic shop is. What's the point of the app? This is so misplaced. I think it's fine to have it. They need to be doing something so much more drastic than this. I would also add, what's the difference between this and good old Google? You can find a local comic shop with Google. It's already existing. I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense. Should we do a zip code? Let's see. I'm gonna put in a zip code here, and let's see. Those are comic book shops. We're looking at Utah here. See, these are more comic book shops than you thought existed. Okay, there's some comic book shops. Okay, here's let's see what this one is. The Nerd Store. Yeah, there's one. Okay, so that's it. So it takes you to Google Maps. Oh, this is Bing. They're not even using Google. They're using Bing for the maps. So this is it. This is what you have to look forward to. Let's look at some of the other features they have. Why visit a comic shop? Again, if this is expected to be your first interface, like, oh, I'm interested in comics, where should I go? This is it. So you're going to go here and look and read articles about, that's it. When you visit a comic book shop, you're stepping into a world of wonders. Find out why comic book shops are a great place to discover comics and join a community of people just like you. Just like you. Is that really inclusive? Come on. I know I'm being a little cynical. Let's look at their calendar events. I'm being cynical. I know I am. But I think this warrants it. This is not going to turn anything around. Why did they spend money on this? They could have maybe years ago and done something with this. They could have, but just practically speaking, this is one of those things where if you work, it's like you work for a big bureaucracy and then your boss says, hey, put this on the internet, put it on the website, because they think that's where, you just have all this traffic headed there, and that's gonna solve your problems. When in reality, putting it on the website, I'm doing quotes here, putting on the website doesn't mean anything. It means you put something somewhere, it's not solving a problem. So I've heard a lot of people with suggestions on what Diamond could do to fix things. Honestly, I think it's just good old-fashioned sales, and not to their existing retailers. They're already buying stuff. They can't buy it anywhere else. They need to find more retailers. They need to make it a better deal. If you were going to start a comic book shop today, well, I'd call you crazy first off, because they make it so impossible to make money. They need to make it a better deal. They need to get more people interested in comics, because that's going to drive retailers to them wanting to start more shops. I don't know. How do you make sense out of all of this mess? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. And don't forget this either. It's as far as I know, it's not going through Diamond, so you got to check it out on Indiegogo. And I will talk to you next time.